canopy is coming down. Yay! Okay, Courtney, here we go. Smoke is on. We're ready to go. Here's a salute. Bow! Ground Angel 7, taxi runway 21 with the number.
Angel 7, roger.
All right, here we go. Controls are free and clear, visually checked. Wings are spread and locked. Cans are down. Cautions are out. Switch lever locked. Trim, we're looking at 12, 30, 30, 30. Towed in. 5 up. 1, 2, 3, 4 is good to go. Flaps are half. Can you half? Hook is up. Good check. Let's out. Test day points in the front. Warnings are good to go. Cautions good to go. Nose is steering to go. I am armed in the front. Now you can take your right hand and arm that switch lever aft on the right side. There you go. Nice job.
Easy enough.
It is a busy day for number 7. Busiest man on the team.
Hats off to you.
Well, I appreciate you, ma'am.
How long you been doing this?
Been in the Navy for 16 years. Been flying for 8 of it. And I joined the Navy straight out of high school as an enlisted guy. I knew I wanted to work on airplanes. And deployed multiple times as an enlisted guy on multiple carriers all around the world. And did my degree after work every day. Just hopefully with the end goal of trying to become a naval officer. Was lucky enough to get selected for an officer program. And then always had the dream of wanting to fly. And was lucky enough to get selected for a pilot program and putting in for the jet slot. Was lucky enough to get that. Been flying since 2008. And was deployed out of Lemoore, which is an F-18 Super Hornet squadron in California.
Very cool.
And came back to Virginia Beach as an instructor. Instructed students how to fly the F-18 for a year, and then got selected last summer for the Blue Angels.
Wow.
So it's pretty awesome to be a part of this, and to be wearing a blue suit, flying a blue jet, getting to fly you today. So it's just as much of an honor as it is for you. Here we go. Taking the runway. Okay, coming left. Okay.
Convoy 4302.
A little more brakes. A little more brakes.
Maintain 3,400 until established on final. Cleared our nav 15 approach.
Ready to do this, Gordon?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Power's coming up.
3,400 until established. Clear the RNAV runway 15.
Engines look good. Off brakes now. Blowers ready now. Blue Angel 7 is rolling with Courtney. Here we go.
Woo!
We're already at 100 knots. We're airborne.
Oh, this is awesome.
We're clean. All right, Courtney, squeeze those legs. Ready, hit it. Nice work. Here we go. Now you can look out over your left shoulder.
Oh my goodness. You couldn't, as we say. Oh man. How many seats?
Convoy 43.
We pulled 5.2 on that.
Wow.
All right, so if you can move your mic to your mouth just a little bit closer there.
Sorry about that.
There we go, that's perfect. So right now we're actually going 400 knots over the ground. It probably doesn't feel like it, but we definitely are.
Holy moly.
All right, so as we get into our area, it's just right here next to the airport. We'll get to do some really cool stuff. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, I'm going to put you through a G profile and show you what it's like to pull G in this aircraft, okay?
Sounds good.
So we're going to go through 1G, 2, 3, and 4. As we do that, I don't want you to flex. I just want you to see what the feeling is on your body, okay?
Sounds good.
So you'll see as we get to 4, you might get some tunnel vision. You might feel like your cheeks are getting pretty heavy on you and something like that, but don't worry about it. This is just to get your body warmed up for pulling G, okay?
Got it.
All right, here we go. Right now we're at 1G. Here comes 2. There's 2 right there, so there's twice your body weight. Not too big of a deal, right? Here comes 3. There's pulling to 3. There's 3 Gs. All right, a little bit more. There's 3 times your body weight. Here comes 4. There's 4 right there. So now you definitely feel a little bit of a sinking feeling. You might have a little bit of a gray out here, maybe just a little bit. But that's 4 times your body weight. Free breathing, not too big of a deal there. right, what'd you think about that?
Woo!
So now that you're warmed up to about 4 Gs, what we're going to do here is now I'm going to accelerate to 400 miles per hour. And then the onset rate is going to be a little bit different now. So we're going to pull 4 Gs again for 90 degrees of turn. All right?
Okay.
So what I want you to do is squeeze those legs, ready, hit it when I call it, okay? Here we go. Squeeze those legs, ready, hit it. All right, there's 4 right there. There we go, getting you warmed up for pulling G. All right, how was that?
That was awesome.
A little bit more of a workout, right?
Woo! We're good.
Yeah. All right, now what we're going to do is I'm going to set you up for 6 Gs, and then we will be complete with our G-warm, okay? So here we go. Now we're going to do 6 Gs for 90 degrees of turn. Ready, here we go. Squeeze those legs. Ready, hit it. There we go. All right, how was that? A little bit more, right?
Nailed that one.
Nice. I love the excitement there. Now you're warmed up. Now you can work as hard as you have to for whatever G we're pulling. All right, now I'll show you, done 6.6 G so far. So now what we'll do is I'll show you the rapid rolling of the F-18, okay? So rolling in, hit it. There's 1. There's 2. All right, now unwind the clock. Coming right. There's 1. There's 2. Nice. Good work. All right, here we go. Coming left. There you go. Nice work.
Altitude. Altitude.
All right, now I'm going to show you 360 degrees of roll called the 4-point hesitation roll, okay? So we're going to do 4 points of 360 degrees. So we're going to roll and then stop at 90, stop at 180, 270, and 360. All right, so when we hit 180, which will be inverted, there's going to be a little bit of a negative push. That's to keep us level, okay? Here we go, rolling it. There's 90. There's 180. There's 270.
Altitude.
There's 360.
Altitude.
Oh my goodness.
Squeeze those legs, ready, hit it. Nice work. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do inverted flight. This is one of my favorite maneuvers. We're just going to hang upside down in the straps, okay?
Okay.
This is pretty cool. Hold onto those handles there on the side of the canopy there. No flexing or anything required. We're just going to roll inverted and hold upside down, okay? Here we go, rolling it. Little push.
Coolest thing I've ever
Oh yeah, you can look around. Roll it out.
Altitude. Altitude.
Real nice form. So what we'll do now is we'll do some light maneuvering, okay? All right, so what I'll show you here is called the delta roll. All right, so from the boss's perspective in the one jet, picture we've got 2 wingmen on our left, 2 wingmen on our right, and we've got 1 guy flying below us, all about 18 inches apart. All right, so this is a fairly benign maneuver, but we're going to roll 360 degrees and picture 5 wingmen trying to maintain position as we do this. All right, here we go, up we go. Okay. So you can see how slow of a roll it is, but you got 5 wingmen trying to maintain position the entire time.
Oh my goodness.
All constant little tiny maneuvers, little tiny throttle movements, all that stuff all trying to go into one to make it look a beautiful 360 degree rolls with 6 aircraft.
I'm trying to tighten my mic here.
So if you take that little knob, if you
Oh,
can
there
see
we
a
go.
mirror, yep, there you go. Just keep rotating it backwards.
There we go. All right, back to normal.
Nice and tight.
Yep.
There you go. You get it to where it won't move at all. Okay. Now I'm going to show you, it's called a wing over. This is a pretty cool maneuver. So we're going to go up, we're going to pull up, we're going to turn left, stand on the rudder there. No real stick movement at all. We're just going to use a rudder to put us on a knife edge, and then we're going to go back down the other way, okay? Pretty cool maneuver. Here we go. All right, so no real stick movement other than the rudder. You look down the left wing, you can see how it looks like downward knife edge. There you go, we're going to come right back down this road. Nice work.
Woo!
Altitude.
Now, I'm going to set you up for a loop, okay? So this will be 5 Gs up and over the top. This will be pretty cool. All right, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, smokes on. Squeeze those legs. Ready. Hit it. Up we go. All the way up and over the top. Tilt your head back and look at the ground. There's our smoke trail. Nice work. Nice work.
Woo.
That's workout, isn't it?
It is, yes. Wow. Whew.
All right, now I'm going to show you a maximum performance pull to the left, okay? This will be a hard pull to the left, which will be pretty cool, but you can see how much this aircraft shakes as we get into a pull.
How many G's will we pull?
Probably somewhere around 7-ish.
Okay,
All right, Courtney, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Squeeze those legs. Ready. Hit it. Nice work. Coming right. You're a fighter. It's awesome.
Woo.
Turn right heading 210, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Right heading 210, climbing 10 flight level 230.
Feel a little better?
Down 40
So-so. Not 100%, but I'm back.
There you go. Welcome back.
What do I do? Do I just tie this in a knot?
Yep, so you can tie it on. You can put it in your left zipper pocket there on your left thigh or left calf. Whichever one's more convenient for you. I'd probably put it in your left calf.
Sorry about that.
Oh, don't worry. My first flight ever in a T-34, I threw up all over the place. Taught your body your entire life that that's down, that's up, that's left, that's right. Then you get something like this and your body's natural reaction is go, I don't really know what's going on.
Envoy 3495, 2 power, roger.
All right, so as we climb up here to 14,000 feet, I'm going to show you the positive G to 0 G to negative G back to positive G, so you can see how cool that is. Kind of like a Six Flags ride. All right, so we'll slow down to 300 knots. So right now we're at 1 G, we're at 14,000 feet. All right, now I'm going to put the throttles in the corner here, and now slowly I'm going to tip over. So we're going to work our way to 0 G. There's 0 G right there. There's negative G. There's negative 1.
303.
back to 0 G. Back to positive G. There we go.
Woo.
That's pretty cool maneuver, huh?
That was cool.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow it down and I'm going to show you what the jet handles like at very slow speed. So right now, we're flying on the wings, but we're using the engines as thrust to help us. Well, as we slow down, I'm going to pull the speed brake out. We're going to transition from flying on the wings to flying on the engines. Now the wings are going to help us stay afloat, but we're going to fly on the engines. So we're going to slow down to 300. There's 300. We're going to slow down even more. Now look out to the left and right wings. See how flat the wings are on the front leading edge. As we slow down, watch how those things really start to dig in. There's 260. There's 250. The jet's going to do everything it possibly can to keep us flying. There's 230. There's 220. You can see the road starting to dig in now. There's 210. 200. There's 190. 180. 170. There we go. Speed brakes are coming in. There's 160. See how the jet feels pretty sluggish right now.
Yeah.
There's 160. Now you can see how much they're really kind of digging in to keep us afloat. There's 150. Slowing down to 140. All right, so now you can see how much they're digging in. But now as I push the stick forward, watch how the wings clean up. So the wings are cleaned up. There we go. Now we're going to accelerate like crazy. There's 200, 220. There's full afterburner. 250, 260, 70, 80, 90, 300, 310, 20, 30, 40, 50. All the way back to 400 knots that quickly. Nice work.
Woo!
Altitude.
All right, now I'll show you how to deploy this aircraft tactically as we climb back up. So we're going to do a 5G roll-in, which will be about a 45-degree pull down to the ground. We're going to roll the wings out. We're going to put it at the ground for a second, then we're going to climb back up.
Spirit 303, visual approach, runway 15, contact tower 118.
Contact departure. Clear visual for 15 over tower on 18.3. What's your visual? Two falls tower with your 303 visual for runway 15. With your 303 two falls tower.
All right, Courtney, here we go. So it's going to be about a 5G pull down towards the ground. We'll roll wings level for a second, then we'll pull right back up, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Angel 7 in from the west. All right, squeeze those legs. Ready? Hit it. Nice work. Now we'll bring you down close to the ground. We'll show you what it's like to fly close to the ground.
Altitude. Altitude.
Wow.
Now we've been flying the same speeds pretty much the whole day, between 300 and 400 knots. Now that we're down closer to the ground, you can see how the ground rush makes it feel like we're going much faster. Absolutely gorgeous day to fly.
Envoy 3495, contact Minneapolis Air 132.05.
Well, you ready to head back home?
I think so.
All right.
I'm all hicked out.
Altitude. Altitude.
Negative, first time angle, we're good for open.
All right, so we're going to come in for what's called the carrier break. And you've probably seen that today. That's where we're going to fly right up the runway. And then we're going to pull 180 degrees of turn to set us up on downwind. This is the exact same way we fly aboard the ship every single time we fly aboard the ship. We also do the exact same thing at airfields when we fly aboard an airfield. All right, so when I say squeeze those legs, ready, hit it, this will be probably one of the harder maneuvers that we're going to do today, okay?
All right.
So give me everything you got.
Turn left, Bravo, contact ground point 9er.
Let's turn on Bravo, ground point 9, let's go 30.
Whew.
And when able,
There's the runway at our right, 2 o'clock.
Welcome to 3 equity.
Awesome, here we go.
Plane just 7 Roger, wind 100.11 gust lane, can you accept the right brake? Okay, Roger, you can accept the left brake. Helicopter 3 Echo Charlie, can you make, correction, make sure right 360 for spacing.
3, Echo Charlie,
Helicopter 3 Echo Charlie, do you have the Blue Angel in sight over the runway?
visual.
Roger. Helicopter 3 Echo Charlie, maintain visual separation with F-18 and remain south of runway 21 for now.
Okay, we'll play solid 2-1.
Blue Angel 7, wind 100 at 12, gust 18, runway 21, clear to land.
I think I passed out for a sec.
You sure did. Welcome back.
Whew.
How was that?
That was a weird-ass dream. And I don't remember what it was.
Roger.
Gear, thread lock, flaps, full hooks, set flat, sat and skids on. Looking good.
Echo Charlie, we're about a mile south of Maverick.
Helicopter 3 Echo Charlie, Roger, remain south of runway 21, traffic landing runway 2.
Okay, we'll say south of 2-1. Where you need to know where Maverick is.
Maverick is on the SBO to the north where the C-130 is, report inside.
Well, it was a pleasure to get to fly today. Awesome job.
2-1 number, is that correct?
Thank you
We'll
so
say
much.
south to the-
That was
Continue
so
remain
cool.
south
I
for the
told you it'd be awesome.
final.
Whew.
F-18 short final.
Okay, we'll say south. We got the F-18 in sight. Tower, TBM Venture 5264, Victor is ready to go runway 15 and Alpha 5.
TBM 5264, Victor 2 Pulsar, hold short runway 15. Helicopter
Welcome back. We're safe on deck.
Echo Charlie, Lima 1, correction. Make your approach for Lima 1, intersection of Lima. Wind 100 at 13, gust 18, Lima 1, clear to land.
Okay, Lima 1, I would assume that's right outside the DFL.
Blue Angel 7, turn left, Bravo 2. Traffic ground 348.6.
What a ride, feedback. What a ride. That was one of the coolest things I've ever done.
So maintain
If not the coolest.
3,000.
I can't tell you what I was dreaming about, but I had a dream.
Well, it was a pleasure to get to fly today. If you can reach over and save your seat on the right side, that'd be awesome.
Be safe.
Awesome. Welcome back, Courtney. You did great. Well, it was a pleasure to get to fly today. These are all our troopers that are just showing up. You can look at them and wave. Give them a big old wave on the right side.
We have Oscar, thank you.
Well, is it what you expected? Is it more? Is it less?
More.
Go ahead and take some selfies if you'd like. It's not every day you get to sit in a Blue Angel and take a picture of yourself.
I feel like a wimp. I passed out and I threw up. But I was prepared for both, so it's all right.
Yeah. You got the full ride, which is awesome. All right. right, so I'm going to shut the engines off and open the canopy at the same time. All right, so get your hands clear, and I will see you on the ground, okay?
Sounds good. Thanks,
Awesome,
Tyler.
Clyde. You are so welcome.
Welcome back.
Oh, thank you.
You did awesome.
Woo!
Well, this here is for you to hang on your wall, that you can show that you did come to work today. You just decided to come fly with me. So, all the way from art briefing all the way to hopping in the jet and flying with me, something to show you what your Navy Marine Corps does for you on a daily basis, both here and abroad. Thank you so much for everything that you do here locally, and it's awesome. It's great to get to fly us. You did absolutely awesome.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah, you do a